Stuff and Things. This is Stuff and Things.
Greetings and salutations, my fellow Stuffketeers. Goldie coming at you with another Stuff and Things review. And we're going to keep that X-Men hype train pressing forward by taking a look at the Marvel Legends Retro Collection Uncanny X-Men Wave 1. We're going to be looking at Mr. Bobby Drake, or the Iceman. And it's a really nice figure. Like, honestly, there's a lot of guys out there kind of complaining about it and repainting it, and I'm 100% okay with it. Now, throughout history, we have had a lot of Icemen brought to us. It all started, I believe, with the Marvel Legends original Iceman from Toy Biz. And then it moved forward with 3 releases in the X-Men Classic line. We had the regular Iceman, we had the bandana armband Iceman, and we had the variant Bobby Drake. Now, I only owned of the X-Men Classic line that Iceman, which was traded off years ago. And then Toy Biz brought us a Toys R Us exclusive box set that had... It was based on the original X-Men team, and it had an Iceman in it, or a Bobby Drake, and that was a decent figure built on the old claw body that got passed around for a lot of different bodies. But then Hasbro bought us the Marvel Now Iceman with the Juggernaut Wave, which I never have good luck with those figures. My clear plastic figures always shatter and break apart, so I put together my own Iceman. You guys could go back, and I have that Toys R Us box set. I just tore apart Angel because I used the wings for the Archangel for a kind of Wings of Redemption thing. But either which way, I put this guy together, and it was kind of funny because then there was that House X cover that had a suit very similar to this. So I was like, all right, kid. But enough about that. We're not reviewing him. If you want to check out how I put that guy together, there is an old review that Goldie did, or an old... how I talk about putting that guy together, or perhaps taking him somewhere to like Mr. Wayne's to have something like that assembled. But that's not important. Nope. We're here to talk about this guy, the X-Men Classics Retro Iceman, which I do believe is based on the Jim Lee design of Iceman, because we're trying to make that Jim Lee team, or the 90s X-Men animated series team. Now, me personally, I was first introduced to Iceman as a young chap with Spider-Man and his amazing friends, Firestar and Iceman. But this figure could be an awesome stand-in for that. We got a Marvel Universe box set. We're all waiting for our Firestar, guys. I mean, come on, Hasbro. Firestar. Let's go, Miss Angelica Jones. Come on. Anyway, this Iceman did come with this nifty little ice sled. I mean, it could have been cooler. It could have been better. I kind of like it. It reminds me of, Marvel vs. Capcom, where Iceman would do that little move, and then the little ice spikes would hit everybody. That was a great little cheat move. Really liked it. Iceman is built with that clear plastic, so I'm sure within the next, 5 years, this guy will shatter on me as well. Maybe, maybe not. We will see. The plastic on the legs is kind of gummy. Just warning you guys right off the bat. It's that clear plastic stuff, guys. My Iceman, though, really nice, does not have the obnoxious line in his face, which is really sweet. And that I could thank Mike Kaplan over at Mr. Wayne's Pop Culture Collectibles, who kind of always takes a look at my figures before he hands them off to Goldie to make sure Goldie's getting what Goldie needs. The eyes could have maybe been a little lined up better, but no ignoring line in the middle of the face. As you can see, the clear plastic works for Mr. Iceman. It's extremely shiny. I don't know. It looks good to me, guys. Looks good to me. It's a very nice looking Iceman. I have no major complaints with it. But you guys know what time it is. It's time for Articulation Breakdown. Yeah, cool, man. Articulation breakdown. Here we go, guys. Iceman can kick his leg up. He does have the cut in the upper thigh. He does have the mid-calf cut. Knees are bendable to about as you can see, which is a really good range of motion. He is on a swivel and a pivot. Leg go down. Waist does have a cut. Belt is separate piece. Really nice range of motion for it. Basically, guys, he's built on the Sunfire buck, man. I think Sunfire was the first one, if I remember, that had this buck. That eventually got used on a lot of other characters. Bullseye, Spider-Man 2099, the Peppermint version. I mean, Living Laser, the Claw from the Shuri 2-pack. This buck's seen some usage, and it's a nice buck. I had no stuck butterfly joints, which makes me extremely happy. Like, if you get a stuck butterfly joint, I just, your butthole puckers up and you start to sweat. You're like, oh man, I don't want to break that like I did with my Superior Venom. But that's okay, no stuck joints. Arm can fully rotate. It is on the ball joint. It does have the pivot in there. Bicep is on a cut. Double jointed elbows. Not as bendable as I would hope, but good enough. Hand is on an ups and downs. He spins a reenie. Head's on a ball joint. Swivel, can look down, can look up. Did I give you guys the range of motion back for Iceman? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, the only thing that I wish this Iceman would have came with, that would have made this Iceman 2 enormous thumbs up, because I like Iceman. I like Mr. Bobby Drake. I grew up with Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I started reading X-Men comics, and he's a great character. He's a fun-loving, full-hearted Iceman of goodness. So, but I wish he would have come with at least one extra hand, like such, so we could just get those cool, like, I'm shooting ice things, that would have been ideal, in my opinion, to have that hand, just so he could look like he's shooting his ice sled. But other than that, Iceman is a giant thumb, and I can't really do like 75% of a thumb because I only have one bend here. I can't, but anyway, he's a thumb and a 75%, guys. Iceman is a great figure, an awesome addition to the collection. If you missed out on the Juggy Wave, grab this guy, the Retro Collection. There still may be some available at Mr. Wayne's Pop Culture Collectibles in Westmont, Illinois. My number one stop, and it should be your number one stop for all of your action figure needs. If they got any of these guys left in stock, go ahead and give them a call. Supplies were limited, but like I said, Iceman's pretty sweet, man. I really enjoy him. Hey, guys, if you enjoyed my review, go ahead and push the little subscribe button at the bottom and hit that notification bell so you guys know when I have more silliness to bring your way. For Stuff and Things, this is Goldie. We'll see you soon. Hey guys, Goldie gets all of his figures from Mr. Wayne's Pop Culture Collectibles in Westmont, Illinois, your number one stop for all of your action figure needs. And remember, it is Stuff and Things approved. For all my wacky Stuff and Things misadventures, be sure to follow Stuff and Things with Goldie on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Stuff and